foundations, if you know pull-ups is not at all an option for you, you're going to do bent over rows. Alright, standard bent over rows, arms both go below the knee, and then the barbell has to touch the torso. It does not specify chest or stomach, alright, but it means torso and then down below the knee. Okay? After that, you're going to move to dumb unders, which is going to be the only thing that is done inside the tape area. Okay? So double unders inside the tape area. If you're scaling, it would be single unders. Alright, congratulations. It is the same amount of double unders and single unders today for everybody. So it's 42 of those. So 21 pull-ups into 42 double unders or single unders. If you're doing foundations, you know you're doing that jump rope, or you don't have the pull-ups, alright, you're going to do jumping jacks. Alright, hands overhead, come down, touch the thighs. Must be 2 foot takeoff, 2 foot landing. Okay, no weird single jump thing happening. Alright. After that, you're going to move to the barbell for 21 thrusters. Alright, this is RX scaled and foundation. All the way below parallel, all the way up. We must see the side of the head. Alright, barbell must be behind the ears. You must get full depth on the squat of the thruster. Okay, and that's going to be at the first working weight. So it's going to be ascending weight. Yes, also, you cannot, no part of you can touch the line, okay? No feet can touch the line, you can't be thrustering like right here, and even your butt past that line, alright? Also, when you drop the barbell, you cannot let it touch. Alright, we're going to go demo that. So thruster last rest. Oh man, that last thruster now does not count. Because you touched the tape line, you must redo that thruster, okay? So you must thruster behind the tape line, your feet cannot touch, your arms can't touch, your butt can't touch, alright? Everything behind is fine. From there, you're going to go back to the pull-up bar. For 18, if you're RX, it is now chest to bar pull-ups. Alright, chest has touched from the collarbone down to the sternum. Somewhere between there must touch. Alright?
Another example I've seen people do is they'll round their shoulders to the bar. You see how my chest never touched? Right? So they'll look like this. It's not a shoulder to bar. It is a chest to bar. That makes a big difference. That'll be a no rep for us today if we see that. So chest touches the bar, not one shoulder or the tip of the shoulder. Chest.
Alright. So if you're RX, you're doing chest to bar. If you're scaled, this is a difficult scale this year. You're moving from jumping pull-ups to now regular pull-ups for scale. Scale is doing regular pull-ups. Alright? If you are foundation, you are then moving to jumping pull-ups. Alright? So from the bent over rows to the jumping pull-ups for foundations or beginner level. Okay? From there, we're back in the middle of the tape for more double unders, single unders, or jumping jacks, depending on what your scaled option is going to be. Alright? After that, you're back to the barbell for more thrusters. Alright? At this point, you're at 18 thrusters.
It'd be heavier load as well.
Okay, at a heavier load, yes. And you've got all the weights set up. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Alright? What your different weights would be. After that, we're back to the bar. If you're RX, you are now doing bar muscle ups. Alright, obviously bar muscle ups are not going to box, they're not going to be covered by the shoulders. Okay, you must pass through the dip of the muscle up. Alright?
So meaning it can't be like a clean lockout to get to the top. You're going to have to do some form of this and over. So if I didn't have, right, let's say I'm free hanging.
You must pass through that dip. Our arms do not stay straight the whole time, right? You pass through some form of a dip. You also cannot chicken wing the muscle ups in the form of letting any other part of your body touch the bar. That would be a no rep. This is no rep. Forearm is touching the bar. Okay? So I'm sorry if you're trying to get your first muscle up today. You gotta make it clean.
Now a chicken wing will count if you're here because see how my other arm didn't, my other part of the arm didn't touch it? I just can't scoop it like with my elbow. Like that. The only part that can touch the rig would be your body and your hands. That's it. No like trying to scoot over with your elbows or anything like that.
I don't think most people in this class don't have this problem. If you're someone with a gymnastics background, you can't do a glide kick, your feet cannot go past the rig at the start of it. Alright? Foot can't pass the rig to then come do a muscle up. Alright?
I don't even know how to like
Yeah, I can't do it like
imitate that.
I've done one like Alright, so if you're RX, it's bar muscle ups. If you're scaled, you're now moving to chest to bar pull ups. Again, it is a difficult scale this year, guys. Alright,
mix grip.
Yep, you can mix your grip. Alright, so scale will be moving to chest to bar pull ups. If you are the foundation level, you're moving to jumping chest to bar pull ups.
This was a very difficult standard for a lot of skilled people today. It's not kinda, it has to touch, and the judge has to be very clear that it touched.
That 6-inch line makes it a challenging standard. Okay. So foundations, you're jumping chest to bar at that point. Then we're back in the middle of the rig for 30 double unders, single unders, or jumping jacks, followed back ending at the barbell, again behind the tape line for 15 thrusters for every division. Alright, climbing in weight. Alright, RX and scaled. You will start at a lighter load and move to heavier. Foundations, you're staying at one load. Alright, ladies, you're going from 65 to 75 to 85 for RX. Guys, you are going from 95 to 115 to 135. Scaled, you guys are going from 45 to 55 to 65 for females, 65 to 85 to 105 for guys. Foundations, you're staying at 35 pounds across, guys 45 pounds across. Alright, a lot going on today in this workout, but I promise it makes sense once you kind of get in the flow.
We did kind of line this up the best we can. You see the one matches the one. This pole, that's your area to work with. Obviously, I was jumping back and forth because I just needed it for the explanation. You're going to line up, so if you're working out here, you're going to line up your X and this X, and this is yours. Alright, so you don't want people jumping from here to here, because even though it eats up your own time, great, you don't know if that person decided to change their mind to go from this side of the ring to this side of the ring, and you just took their spot. And so same thing in the back, it's labeled number 2, number 2. So lane 2, this pillar, both of these sides are yours. So whatever side you pick.
If you're planning to do muscle ups, if you know 100% you're definitely an RX athlete, or you're planning to do muscle ups, you are going to be in the back. Alright, obviously we can't do muscle ups on the double bars, we have to only do them on the single bars. So RX in the back, scaled one in the front. Amanda, what was your question?
You just answered my question.
Okay. Yep, RX in the back is trying to say scaled for the front. Any other questions?
Ask now, it's good for everybody to hear it.
There's no such thing as a dumb or stupid question in this gym.
Could I do like normal pull-ups and then go with a box to do chest to bars, and then with the box, the bar muscle ups?
No.
As far as the scaled standard today, no, not today.
Okay.
Yeah, it's either. Now we did have some people, instead of jumping jacks, they stayed with jump ropes, but they did the scaled version of the pull-ups. I'm okay if you guys mix and match that part, but as far as like too much different types of scaling, if you want to mix and match a few standards, fine.
Okay.
Not if you're officially logging it in to the CrossFit website.
If
They
I'm
won't
not?
allow that. Right, if you're just in here for that, we can do a little bit of a sharing of one standard for the other, but for officially logging it in, no. You guys want to do it as is per CrossFitDamePage.com. Yes.
I can do everything RX except the muscle up. And I know I won't.
Absolutely, yeah, do everything RX
support
said.
the muscle up.
This is a good question, because if you guys have ever done the games workouts before, there's always an elimination line. Meaning there's always a point, and it's usually this, where all the athletes get to, oh, I can do jumping, I can do chin over bar, I don't know if I can do chest to bar. And they get to there, and they got 4 minutes left, and then they're staring at that for the last 4 minutes to try to get one chest to bar, or one muscle up. Don't feel bad, this is a workout that is designed to show you, to eliminate the last 80% and to keep the top 20, top 15%. So if you're in a position where you're just like, oh gosh, 4 minutes, and all I gotta do is this, it's designed like that. It's designed to eliminate a lot of people. We had that in every standard. We had people stare at the bar during the foundation. We had people stare at the bar for scale, and even a mix and match. So do not beat yourself up. This just shows you, hey, this is the standard. I need to work on this for next year to make sure this doesn't happen to me. That's all that is. So yes, you might get to everything at the 9-minute mark, and then the last 3 minutes you're like, okay, one muscle up, here we go, that's fine. Or one chest to bar, that's fine. You'll be surprised. A lot of people PR that way, or a lot of people just stare at the bar, and it's a lesson learned, and that's what you want for next. That's what you're going to work on for the next year. So good question.
I have a 12 o'clock appointment. How long is this workout?
Huh? 12 minutes?
12 minutes.
Excuse me?
Oh yeah,
12-minute time
the
tap,
professional men got it done in
12-minute time
sub
tap.
5 minutes, and the professional women got it done in sub 6 minutes. You guys are on track for that, yes?
So you're either finishing the workout or you're saved by a 12-minute clock.
Yeah, you either finish it or 12 minutes.
I'm thinking it's like an hour and a half.
Yes. So I'm going to have